Wow.
Hey.
Oh, that is spooky. That's amazing.
Actually,
joining us from the netherworld, Mr. Ken Williams.
I try to find
from the cave. He's joining us
from the cave. Yes,
from Colossal Cave.
Trying to find a picture from when I'm younger, and then I'll just animate it as I talk.
Quickly moving along. Ken, you said something interesting. You guys were looking at competitors' comments. I was actually going to skip this question because I've already wasted an hour of your time. But you were once quoted as saying that you didn't want employees at Sierra to play competitors' games because you were leaders, not followers. That's the direct quote.
Right.
The question is that true that you didn't want them to play competitors' games? And second, does that still hold true?
You know, I don't think you can innovate if you spend too much time studying others. At the start of the project, I did play some other things. Like I wanted to look at Myst in VR and see, what the graphics look like. But like when Roberta went to design the interface for VR, everybody she had talked to would say there's standards for how you use these controllers like this one in VR. I mean, this is all, there's just a way to do it. And even the people at Facebook would tell us, there's a way to do that. And Roberta'd say, no, I want to do what I think people will like to play. And she kind of even refused to look at other games that were doing it and spent, I think, almost a month just doing different things to see if she liked it or hated it. But that's kind of the Sierra way. I mean, we really like to kind of forge our own direction, figure out what entertains us and we think others will be entertained by. And, I haven't studied the industry in 25 years, but certainly toward the end, it was becoming a problem. And that somebody will do Doom and suddenly you see 50 other games that look like Doom or Duke Nukem or... and that
you are aging kind of yourself, Ken, going way back then.
I know, but but I suspect the same trend is there. If somebody does something that is great, you're going to see 50 clones of it. And at Sierra, I refused to hire people that had worked for Lucasfilm, even though I loved them and loved their products and thought they were great products. And the guys at Infocom scared the hell out of me. I thought they were doing really great product, as was Lucas, but I still didn't want to study their product or have our guys study their product because you gotta forge a new direction. You don't get a big hit by copying somebody else's stuff. And on this game that we're doing, you're going to see a lot of new stuff. I mean, it's the fact that Roberta didn't play every game that's out there. And if you ask her, even pick some AAA title for now and ask her if she's played it, there's some chance she hasn't. She's smiling. She knows. Yeah, no, it's really, it's not, you see it even in the film industry. If somebody does a hit movie, you'll see 50 clones of it. And you just can't go through life like that. Not if you want to ship AAA titles. You really got to kind of, so even though we're doing a remake, it's a very fresh approach to it. You're not going to, no one is going to, even if they've memorized every line in the game, they're not going to be thinking that they've seen this game before.
That's cool.
But that's part of the scary part of this. Those that have played Colossal Cave and love it and revere it, that part that concerns me, is they'll say you're not, because we cannot be exactly what it was. That's impossible when you're adding graphics, and not just any graphics, 3D graphics, and you're moving through a world. It's impossible.
And reality. 4D.
And I don't know if and because like you said, you play a text game and you see it in your head, but it's not really on the screen. But we're now putting it on the screen. And is it going to match what people had in their heads? Or are they going to be very disappointed? You know, see, when it comes down to having to do it in graphics, you got to make your best guess as to what they're going to be seeing. You know, yes, I'm following the room descriptions of what is supposed to be there in its basic form, but we'll add our own embellishes, you know, and things like that. And so I don't. The part that concerns me is that going to bother the huge, you know, the really big fans of the old Colossal Cave?
Do you know what? I don't think you need to worry about that very much, because one thing is that you're remaking a classic adventure. In fact, the adventure game that is much beloved. But you like you said, you have a reputation, and people are expecting to see the Roberta Williams touch on top of it. I don't think you're. Right. I don't think you're.
That concerns me too.
No, I don't. That's a positive in my book. People are gonna look at this and go, okay, it's a marriage of two wonderful influences. There's the original adventure game that started it all, and there's the influence of the woman who basically created the graphic adventure game genre. It's how can that not be good? So I'm just saying. I don't know if you need my reassurance or anything, but yeah, there it is.
It better be great.
It better be great. Add more dragons.
We'll bury it, but it won't. We're not worried. There's enough now that we know we got a winner.
Yeah, it's looking really good. You know, I'm feeling good about it. I really trust the team. The team is really starting to gel. You know, we had some fits and starts at the beginning, and but I feel like we're coming together as a team, and I'm almost beginning to think of everybody's like a family. You know, one of our team members had a little motorbike accident earlier today.
Oh shit!
And,
oh no.
He's fine. He's fine. But we're all concerned. You know, I was reading the text. People don't know. I actually am looking more at what everybody's saying than they realize. I don't always put my comments in, but every day I go over and kind of see what everybody's saying. And but I feel, you know, we're starting to share personal pictures, you know, and everything. We're just starting to feel a little bit more like a family, and it's nice.
That's great. And it's interesting that you say you're coming together as a family. Was it you who came up with the tagline, part of the Sierra family? I think there's actually in one of my space.
I don't know that I don't think I came up with that.
My brother John did that.
Oh,
yeah.
Looking for how to bind everybody together from Dynamics and Cocktail Vision and Bright Star and Papyrus.
Yeah, Ken's brother John was a good marketer.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, the Sierra family.
Sierra family, yay!
Yeah.
No, well, because we wanted people to know that the same quality expectation from Sierra was there with the Dynamics product.
Yeah,
or Bright Star product. They go through the same process.
You pick up Trophy Bass, you know it's going to be a hit.
That's right. Trophy Bass, I thought was going to be a disaster. When Jeff Tennell, I think it was Jeff and Randy Dersham pitched me on that product, and I thought it was the stupidest idea I had ever heard. Who in the hell is going to sit there in front of their computer and go like this fishing? I mean, and that became probably our biggest hit, one of them.
Really?
I shouldn't tell this story, but
I'll cut it out.
And NASCAR at places like Walmart, where we had bundled them up together, and I think we called it for some reason the Southern Six Pack or something like that.
Know your audience.
Trophy Bass and NASCAR, and man, we had a winner.
And then Lisa Shoot Larry just on top. Yeah,
literally, we would do pallets of those things. So
wow.
You never know. I mean, you know, because there are people that are into bass fishing. Apparently, I just am not one.
I know. I mean, it's sort of my favorite like running joke to pull up Trophy Bass, because I was in the same camp. I was like, who the fuck wants to sit there and pretend they're fishing? Isn't fishing boring enough? But yeah,
apparently not.
There are those
indeed.
You know, we built game for them, not for us.
In the boating community, there's a lot of fisher fisher people.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them.
Well,
yeah, everybody's always bugging Roberta and I because they assume
Go
that
fishing. You want to go fishing?
You want to go fishing?
Yeah, we've gone 50,000 miles on a boat, and
We're
yet
not fishing.
they ask me what I catch, and I go, I don't fish.
What do you do then? What are you doing then on a boat? I don't know. We
look at the ocean.
drink wine.
look at
we
the ocean. We relax.
I mean,
we swim.
that's the
We
thing,
made
right?
video games.
Nah.
Yeah, we do video games. And that's what we'll be doing all summer. We'll be on our boat up here, Seattle, in the Pacific Northwest. And what do you think we're going to be basically doing on our boat?
Making video games.
Do you get great Wi-Fi on a boat?
A little
sitting on a boat,
boat,
doing it.
I mean, I've heard that.
Okay, we got to move because at 11 o'clock I got a meeting I got to go to.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got things to do
I was
too.
just going to say we should probably wrap because I said I told my wife we'd be done in 20 minutes and it's now an hour and 13 minutes. But I do have
like one of my team meetings.
I have one final question.
One question.
One final question. And it's for Ken because I know you play golf with Al Lowe.
Yes.
Has he ever, or does he golf in the nude?
I've never looked under his clothes, but I would bet on it.
Thank you.
Roberta remember the time when we were having a party, and for some reason we were all dressed up like characters from the.
Are you talking about the Halloween party?
Well, no, it wasn't a Halloween party. We were doing like a game. Well, maybe it was Halloween.
No, that was Halloween.
Al Lowe had a.
I know what you were going to say.
Yeah, the whole back of his outfit was missing with just his underwear back.
No, and Margaret's too.
And Margaret too. They were in their
Here, let me tell the story because my memory is.
Also, she's a storyteller. Let her.
I am a storyteller. This was a long time ago. This is when we were all young, younger than you guys. And we used to throw a lot of parties. We were actually really good party throwers. And we were having a Halloween party and all of our friends and employees and everybody were coming to our house and I was like, everybody get dressed up in a costume, and everything. And we actually had apple bobbing, and whatever. I mean, we did some of that stuff. But Al and Margaret, his wife, they of course, now they waited to be one of the last to arrive to the party. Everybody was there. We're all, we're drinking and whatever and partying and music was blasting. And they were last to come. And because everybody's going, where's Al? Where's Al and Margaret? Where are they? And all of a sudden they showed up. We had kind of a game room at that point. It's when we lived in Oakhurst, California. And they showed up and walked into the room and somebody said, oh, there's Al. And we all looked and they were standing there, but they were dressed very nicely. He had on a suit and black dress shoes and a tie and just looked, and cufflinks and just looked great. And Margaret had on a beautiful dress, very classic, not party dress at all. It was more of a classic suit, that a woman would wear with kind of a pencil skirt, very primly down below her knees and just a nice silk blouse and nice little earrings. She just looked great. And they walked in and they looked like they were going to go to church or something. And we looked and they were standing off, at the entrance. And we go, oh, hi. And I think one of us, or maybe me, said, why aren't you wearing an outfit? And, a costume. And they're like, oh, were we supposed to wear a costume? We didn't know it was the costume party. And we kind of like, well, yeah. I mean, so everybody's like, okay. Come on in.
Someone didn't get the memo.
So they walked in. They walked in together, and it was kind of a packed room. There was a lot of us, and they kind of walked through. Their idea was they're going to walk from one end to the other end of the room, and they walked by slowly, And as they walked by, people started laughing, who were behind him. And, and I was like, what, why was everybody laughing at? And so they walked by and they had cut out the whole back end of their clothes.
Yeah.
So she only had the front of her skirt, the front of her jacket, and he had the front of his pants and the front of his jacket and his shirt, and they were completely nude in the back except for underwear and her bra, and it was so funny. It was so funny. I mean, that was the best. I mean, that I'll never forget that. And Al's underwear had big hearts on it.
Of course they did.
That's
He's a true romantic.
Oh yeah, no, I remember Larry's underwear has big hearts on it as well. I think he modeled those after.
Right.
Anyway, okay.
All right. Yes.
Any last question?
No, that is absolutely it. All I want to do from here on in is to just say thank you to both of you. It has been an honor and a privilege, and you get that a lot, I'm sure. So who cares? But yes, it is an honor and privilege. You can. Yeah.
No, that's a significant investment back there.
And I was also going to thank gladiatorial superstar Marcus for setting this up. And you put that in your email signature, dude. Fucking hell.
Just for you. That was just for you.
Thank you.
Oh, he's going to be busy editing this video for the next 5 years.
No, I'm just going to put it up as is. Fuck it.
That's, we're giving you a lot to work with.
Thank you so much. I hope to one day meet you in person, but if not, if this is the last time we'll ever speak together,
we'll be at PAC West.
I hope I will. We'll see. But if nothing else, then thank you both so much for not only that but also this. So
thank you.
Have a great day.
Well, thank you for having us.
Very happy to be here and meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure. Have a great day.
Bye.
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 I don't think Ken knows about the vinyl records. Didn't you do some King's Quest Chill recordings?
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, Ken did gracefully backed the Space Quest 4 record that I hoped show up.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was you, huh?
That was me.
Is that it?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh, is it the wrong one?
No, that's it. That's
it.
That's the one. Holy crap.
Now all he needs a record player.